Well, good morning, everybody. It's day 7. I got my daughter, as you can see here with me, Kelsey. She's going to be joining me on the hunt. Good morning. Unfortunately, it's just a morning hunt. She's got to get back for work tomorrow, so we're going to do a little hunt this morning. It's 60 degrees out. I don't know if you can hear, but it's starting to rain. It's a light rain, but it's a steady rain, and it's going to be that way up until probably until the hunt's over around 11 o'clock. But first lights or sunrise is at 6:30, and we're going to go down to the blinds. I left it up to her whether she wanted the opportunity to shoot at some does or that spike I've been seeing every day, or does she want to take the chance of seeing a bigger deer. And we've been seeing the big deer on the blinds down on the south end of the property, so we're going to go and try it. So we're going to head on out. See y'all when we get to the blinds. Weizman's Heil.
Weizman's Heil.
And to my wife, my beautiful bride, the mother of my children, happy birthday today.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Well, we're setting the blind this morning.
It's really dark. Wait.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we're setting the blind here. It's starting to get good in daylight. Hopefully we'll see something moving here soon. Okay, check you out later. Okay, here's our views out the blind. And this is looking out toward the cornfield. This one here's got a trail that comes up from the Hope Set down on the main driveway. That's where the big buck's been coming from. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that little light there, that's the house. Steady rain all morning. Every once in a while it'd pour a little bit harder. I think between the rain and getting in last night about midnight and getting back up at 5, got my girl a little tired, taking her a nap. Say doesn't blame her. There hadn't been anything moving. We'll check back in later. Well, we're headed back to the house. It's 11:30. It rained pretty steady all the way up to 11 o'clock. Never seen anything moving.
I've had deer move in the rain before, but it just wasn't happening today. So we're gonna call it a morning, head back home, have dinner with the wife tonight for her birthday, and then Kelsey's gonna head back up to northern Kentucky. So maybe next year, we'll see how it goes. We'll see you at the house.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's day 8 for me, that is. My hunting partner Will, he stayed down here for 2 or 3 extra days and got down yesterday, Friday. Thanksgiving plans changed my arrival date, so I didn't get down here until Friday night, and it's Saturday morning now. We got 2 days of the season left, so we're ready to head out. It's about 33 degrees this morning, no wind, and we're going for the does today. We'll see you on top of the hill, Weitzman's Heil.
All right, I'm gonna go turn the light off.
We're on top of the hill. It's 5:52. Sunrise is at 6:39, so we still got about 17 or 18 minutes yet for shooting. It's pitch dark up here. Got up here a little early today, as you can see. Got the Mr. Buddy heater on, and everything's ready to go. My game plan is bust a doe and chill out. Listen to the UK Louisville football game. Quarter up my deer. Have a good meal tonight. Sleep in tomorrow and head back Sunday. So we'll see you as soon as it gets lighter. I got a deer over here. It's a nice doe. She's walking down that back trail. Oh, she might be coming up here. She just finished walking down the trail. She may come up
she came all the way over here. I shot and she ran down the hill. So we'll have to wait and see here. Story of my life. Well, I got pretty lucky on this one. I never could find the blood trail, but I saw where she ran. And so I just, I walked with my head up more than down this time. And just, she ran down the same ridge the buck did. So, like I said, I got pretty lucky on this one. Good shot, better shot than that buck. At least this time I think I at least hit where I aimed at. That's always a good feeling. But she ran pretty good, probably 150, 200 yards down the hill. So, okay, let me get her out of here. Okay, tell me about your deer there, Will.
So it came out from the left of those treetops, but I didn't know that. I'm looking back behind me where you had shot that other one. I'm watching that. There's all kinds of noise over there, so I'm watching. And I get up to move, and I look, and where they're usually coming up and staying. You know where I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I looked there, and a head come up. I said, well, shit, there's a deer right there. My gun's all the way over there. So I walked over, got the gun, come back. She put her head down, looked back up, and then the two others took off, so she took off. So I went to the left, all the way to the left of the treetops.
Yeah.
Went in, turned around, come right back out. She stood there and looked at me, and I watched her, and I watched her. I said, well, is she the big one or is she the little one? Then I saw the other two little ones standing off to the left. So I popped right in, ended up getting right ahead. She dropped, and the other two ran off. And as I was walking down the trail to get the four-wheeler, the other ones came back.
Yeah.
I didn't want to shoot them. They were a little small.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good doe.
she's no monster, but
Yeah, she's a nice sized doe though.
good size.
We've shot smaller.
Yeah. Well, we've had to wipe the spots, wipe the milk off their lips before. So that's not too bad. So all in all, a good day.
Yep, good deer.
I got to go to your damn stand to kill one. Oh, my goodness gracious me.
That was surprising to me.
Yeah, I was very surprised that I didn't see more. Like this morning I didn't see any, last night I didn't see any out of my stand. I think I'm going to wear my coveralls on my pants tomorrow. Yeah, for all the deer that I've had on cam, all the big bucks that I've had on trail cam, and the small does that I saw that I passed, I figured I was definitely going to get something down there.
I'm surprised. I mean, when Kelsey said she wanted opportunity for a big buck, I told her, I said, well, we need to hunt out of one of the blinds down at the bottom of the hill.
Yep.
The unfortunate thing, when she was down here, it just poured rain, and I mean, it rained steady. From 6 o'clock in the morning till about 11 when we got out of the stand, or out of the blind. And I don't know, I mean, we could have went up top of the hill, but it would have probably been the same thing, just nothing with it raining as strong as it was. Well, this is Saturday, last weekend of deer season, and had a doe come in on me this morning early, and it came from the chapel cabin, and well, it actually came from the bottom of the hill up to the trail, and then it started walking down along the wood line of the trail. It wasn't actually in the trail, but in the woods. He was on my east side, and the sun was still coming up, and every time I put a scope on him, I couldn't see because the sun was blinding me. And I did take the recommendation of one of my subscribers on last year's video about getting a pair of bifocals. I do have bifocals now, so I can actually see the deer and see my reticle on my scope without having to switch glasses. I know I went through that crap last year. So that wasn't an issue. It was just the sun was blinding me coming as it was walking across. And then when I finally was able to, I mean, it was coming closer and closer, but I didn't want to take the chance of it turning and going back down the hill. So I finally took a shot. She ran off down the hill, down the ridge, same direction the buck that I shot went down. And I gave this one 30 full minutes before I even came out of the blind and went over to where I thought I shot her at. Couldn't find any blood. So I started walking down the trail first and didn't see any blood on the trail.
Oh.
And then I came back up the hill and went back to where I thought I shot her again and still didn't see any blood. And I said, well, let me walk down the ridge. And I walked down the ridge and I wasn't seeing any blood, but instead of having my head down to the ground looking for blood constantly, I was looking out for her. And she ran about 50 yards farther than the buck did. And she was just laying out there, and I was able to retrieve her with little to no problem at all. Came back and got the four-wheeler. I parked it up there by the cabin, and then got the four-wheeler, went down and got her, brought her out, had her hung up. I went on and skinned her out, quartered her up, went on and I said, well, I'm gonna just stay down here this afternoon. I'm done for the season now. I'm gonna probably save one more for black powder. And the Kentucky Louisville football game was on, so it had just came on, so I was able to listen to the game and quarter and debone the deer. Got it all done and put away, and Kentucky played probably the best football game that I listened to all season long. Kentucky played a full game with one turnover and no penalties. Unbelievable. Best game they played all season. They ended up with less than 5 minutes to go in the game, or maybe less than that. They got another touchdown, and they held Louisville, and they ended up winning the game 38-31. So for Louisville, unfortunately, that knocked them out. That'll knock them out of the top 10, and they won't be in contention for the championship, the overall championship. But they played a good game, and Kentucky just came out on top and made for a good day for me. So got me a pretty good sized doe. She was by herself and came out pretty good. So Will, he went up to the pallet blind this afternoon, and he was able to shoot him a doe up there. Had a doe and 2 yearlings come in with her, 2 young ones. I don't even know if they were yearlings. This year's deer. And he was able to get them. I think you heard earlier in the video where he was talking about how she came up from treetops, out of the treetops, and came out. He harvested it. I'd ran across the river to get some ice put on top of my deer, and came back, and next thing I know, he's driving up the road, and I thought, man, he got out of the stand pretty early. Of course, I didn't hear a shot because I was in the truck across the river, and it actually shot about 10 or 15 minutes earlier. Was able to get the deer, bring it in, and he's got it all skinned out and quartered up. And got everything in coolers and iced down and loaded up in the trucks. And he's going to go out in the morning. I, on the other hand, am going to sleep in. I'm going to sleep in and get up, clean up a little bit, load up the rest of my stuff, and then I think he's going to end up probably calling in the morning, probably around 10 or 11, and then we'll come back, and I don't know if we'll have breakfast or not, but we'll figure it out. We'll have something, and then I'm gonna head on back to the house. But pretty successful hunt for us. Ended up with an 8-point and a big doe. That's what I wanted. Will had ended up shooting 2 does. He had shot a doe while I was up at the house taking care of the wife's birthday and then Thanksgiving dinner. Yep, Will's back and forth here. He's
Cooking ribs.
cooking some ribs, barbecued ribs and potato salad for supper tonight. And I'm having me a Jack and Coke. Thank you, First Sergeant Amy. This is your bottle. I'm enjoying it very much. And a little bit of bluegrass music in the background. I think you might be able to hear, and hopefully not overhear it over me, but pretty good weekend so far.
Gonna rain tomorrow.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow.
It's starting about 7 or 8, but we're only supposed to get a 1/10 of an inch of rain the whole day.
Yeah.
So it ain't gonna be a big rain. This ground needs rain.
Everywhere needs
Yeah.
rain right now.
Yeah, so no complaints. No complaints. As nice as it's been, we have no complaints about weather.
No, it is cooler this weekend than it was opening weekend and the second weekend.
And I prefer it that way.
Yeah. I mean, it was either 29 degrees this morning or 33, depending on which phone you listen to.
Either better.
It's been in mid to high 40s all day, so that's been pretty good for us. Still not as cold as my YouTubers up in northern Minnesota. I don't see how they do it, but they manage. I know if y'all have seen my video on my top 10 plus or minus YouTube channels, Joe and Zach Survival's my #1 YouTube channel, and the man's my hero. And their deer population up there where he hunts in I think it's northeast Minnesota, is just the wolves have taken over so bad, and the state can't figure out what to do with the wolves. But if there's wolves in the area, there's no deer. And then when the deer do come back, the wolves come in immediately after. He was telling a story of one of his buddies, or one of the guys he hunts with. I don't know if it's George or his dad or somebody. May have not been either one of them, but they said as soon as they hear a gunshot, the wolves start coming to the gunshot. They relate a gunshot with a killed deer, and before you can even get it skinned out and all that, the wolves are in the area and they're there ready to eat the mess left over from field dressing. So
About another 5-10 minutes. We'll be ready.
So like I was saying, Will got him a pretty good doe this afternoon, and I ended up with a doe this morning. So all said and done, it's turned out to be a pretty good gun season down here.
Yep. No complaints, and black powder's next.
Yep, got black powder season coming up. I'll leave the camper down here till then. It's like the 2nd or 3rd week of December.
9th through the 17th.
Yeah, and then after that, I'll be bringing it back to the house.
Yeah, we got maintenance.
Get it winterized. Got a little bit of maintenance to do. I got couple water leaks that I gotta get fixed, and then get ready for, once that's done, get ready for camping in spring.
Yep.
I would go out to head to Kendall and do some trout fishing. But anyway, I think that'll be it for tonight, and we'll wrap this thing up tonight, and I'll see y'all first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Eat and go to
Yeah,
bed.
we're gonna eat and hit the saddle. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning, last day of deer season. It's about 11 o'clock. We're headed back. Got some meat to put up, and got the camp all secure, everything packed. Getting ready to head out. It's about 42 degrees right now. It's a little bit colder this morning. Will went out, saw 2 small does. Decided not to take them, or take one, and so we're just going to head on out here, and got a long drive ahead of us, and I'll see you at the house. Hello everybody, made it back home, and down at the barn right now. Fried me up some hot wings for supper. Got some wings here, chicken wings with coated in flour, some black pepper, and some Old Bay seasoning. Kick it up a little bit. Well, this concludes the 2023 deer camp. Fairly successful hunt by all means. I ended up with a 6-point, couple kickers, technically an 8-point, and a pretty big doe. And Will ended up with 2 does. Probably could have had more. In fact, I know we could have, but we want to save our. We kind of self-imposed 3 deer limit. Although McLean County in Kentucky, it's a Zone 1 county, and you're unlimited on the number of does you could shoot. Three works out pretty good for both of us. It gets us through the season okay. Plenty of burger, plenty of backstrap, venison steaks there. I was able to salvage at least 1 heart, and got a 2 or 3 good neck roasts. Take the whole neck, and then I'll cut them in half and make 2 roasts out of each neck. That buck was pretty good size, and that doe was pretty good size, so I'll have some good roasts there. Got to visit with Brother Sam today. Picked up a bag of apples from him, and put my order in for a young coon. We'll do that video later on where I barbecue up a young raccoon, and good hunt, good season. Got everything unpacked, most of it put away. Got laundry going right now, and glad y'all could stick around and watch the video. And as always, if you like it, please subscribe, share it with a friend, and give me a thumbs up. Having said that, I'm going to go on and chow down on these wings, spare y'all the misery of watching me get this beard all nice and nasty. And we'll see you on the next video. Hopefully it'll be a rabbit hunt coming up this Friday. Probably see if Will can make a trip down to our hunting spot and see if the corn's down, and we'll try to get a rabbit hunting video in there. So y'all take care, and I'll see you on the next video.